What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It is your main man, Juggernaut of multi-platinum production team, Arkatech Beatz. Shout out to my partner, Mike Trauma D. We are doing the music reviews on Alive on a Friday.
Arkatech Beatz.
If it is your first time here, welcome. I'm Juggernaut of multi-platinum production team Arkatech Beatz. We're responsible for producing for your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, Big Pun Nas, Prodigy of Mobb Deep, Max B, French Montana, Wiz Khalifa, Killer Mike, The Game, Jadakiss, Waka Flocka Flame, Freddie Gibbs, Currency. So many others, man, you know what I'm saying, that's been flowing on our beats, man. It's been crazy over the last couple of years, man. But listen, man, we in the game and we trying to do what we do. We've been listening to people's music, man. We've been trying to just find new artists, find new people to collab with, new things happening. So, you know, we're working on all of those things concurrently. If you've never, if you haven't submitted, make sure you're submitting your music. I'm gonna put the link on the screen. It's already on the screen, but I'm gonna put it into the chat. We have already taken well over 1,200 submissions. It's been crazy, man. Folks have been submitting their songs, and I've been listening to everything, all genres. You know what I'm saying? So we've been doing everything with everybody. So while we wait for the algorithm to heat up, let's play you some beats real quick.
Arkatech Beatz.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. Like I said, if it's your first time here, man, I'm Juggernaut multi-platinum production team, Arkatech Beatz, Big Pun Nas, Prodigy of Mobb Deep, Raekwon the Chef, Jadakiss, Max B, French Montana. Our production list is very long. Pause. Let's go. We're about to get started in just a few minutes. Rob Mully, what up? Yo, man, I got some records that I had listened to on my last live, man. Shout out to my man Deuce Nines, producer. You know, definitely doing his thing. He had submitted the song from his artist, Ayana Stone, and you know, for the folks who are into it, in terms of it being like an AI generated artist, but still, it's very well produced. And we had listened to it kind of intensively, last time we were on live. And, I started to kind of just, listen to some stuff that he had on the page. And, listen, man, this is really the way for a lot of folks who are producers, who may be songwriters, who just may not be able to get into the rooms. You know what I'm saying? You can't get into the room, so we have to use the tools and the social media, and we got to use the AI. We got to use all these things, man, that can help us to showcase our talent so that we can be able to, get people to listen to what it is that we have to offer. You know, it's really the wild, wild west right now. I don't think people are taking full advantage of the things that may be available to them right now. You know what I'm saying? But this was a tune that he had submitted on the day before yesterday.
Why get mad? I know a bitch look good.
I am a Stony.
Let's go. Who get mad when the bitch too fine? A bitch look good. A bitch look good. Same girls hating, same broken lines. A bitch look good. Whole squad lit and the lights go blind. A bitch look good. Yeah, they can't compete, so they criticize. Bitch look good. Air change, whole vibe shift when the waist swing. No fake deep, no fake boss. Same girls tweeting while they face lost. Heels hit hard like a countdown. Eyes on me when I touch down. Y'all get loud online. Only real life quiet when you actually know me. Too clean, too sharp. Pretty girl glow with a villain heart. Can't Photoshop this pressure. Got to time on this one. Who get mad when the bitch look fine? A bitch look good. A bitch look good. Same girls hating, same broken lines. A bitch look good. Whole squad lit and the lights go blind. A bitch look good. Can't compete, so they criticize. Pretty girls don't need validation. Y'all just live for the conversation. Meanwhile I'm booked, flown out, stay gone. Tight blue jeans with the gold hoops on. They copy looks, I change seasons. That's why these haters ain't got no reason. Face natural, waist dangerous. Talk slick but can't stand with us. Postura fina, salto no chão. Quando eu desço para a multidão, nem preciso falar meu nome. Toda a cidade já sabe quem sou eu. Olha pra mim, respira fundo. Bonita assim, mexe com o mundo. Se ficou com raiva, paciência. Beleza dessa vira tendência. Who get mad when a bitch look fine? A bitch look good. A bitch look good. Same girls hating, same broken lines. A bitch look good. Whole squad lit and the lights go blind. A bitch look good. Can't compete, so they criticize. A bitch look good. A bitch look good. A bitch look good.
Shout out to my man Deuce Nines, man. That's his artist, Ayana Stone. Bitch look good. You know, it doing what it got to do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live, man. You know what I'm saying? We had a bunch of joints that Deuce had submitted the other day. I'm about to just jump back into our queue. You know what I'm saying? But that was one of the records that he had submitted in the queue that I was listening back to. And it was just listening to it. You know what I'm saying? And I just was giving him a lot of props for just using his AI and you know, taking the AI and being able to put it into FL and then being able to arrange it and do things with it to just kind of produce it to get it to where it needs to be. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people are just taking it and then just running with the output. But I'm glad that some folks are being able to use it the way that it's supposed to be used to really enhance, you know, their production acumen. So shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. I'm about to jump into this first joint here. It's called Off Away. What's this called? I'm not sure who it's by, but you know, we'll take a listen.
Why are they giving these garbage rappers so much money? Correct me if I was wrong, but never mind. Enough said. This is a fucking joke. Algorithms is rigged. The views and plays are bought.
Operation Shutdown.
And now I'm up, off, and away. Are you even listening to anything I say? The newest mission, the truest edition. My music is the newest religion. Up and off and away. Are you even listening to anything I say? Different planet, different place, different styles, different tastes. This is the type of music that we're listening living in outer space. I heard your soul was up for auction. I guess I'll buy it and take it down. Yeah, I'm really fake. That's why I never came around. I expose the truth to the core. When I'm done with you, you will be on the floor. You're fake, it's all a scam. I'm in a jam.
The government.
You everything is Hollywood hologram.
Shout out to the extraterrestrial man. Thanks for submitting that. This is one of those joints that kind of is just kind of needs some work for me. You know what I'm saying, in terms of the way that it's being rapped on, kind of slow with the flow, not really really playing it on beat the way that it needs to be on beat, and the hook is okay, I guess. The mix, to me, I think the vocals are could be mixed a little bit better. I think the vocal performance could be a little bit better. I like to thank you for submitting it. It's one of those joints that I just think that, if you're into it, you're into it. For me, it's kind of like, kind of a miss. I think it could have been executed a little bit better in terms of kind of getting, a better rap cadence on that. JQ Nation, man, what's happening with you, man? How's things going? But jump into this next joint called Hard to Believe by Young C.
Oh, I am not saying time has been going slow.
Walking through this road, all I know, stacking checks, spending money in this mode, all I know. Ever since I got the bag, getting hot to know, bro. Really giving all I have, all I got is more. Yeah, I'm walking and I'm walking through this road, all I know. Tryna pass me, you can't touch me, little boy, all I know. Wasting no time, some lag, barely on my phone. All my price, diamonds on my neck, wear it over chrome. Feeling so chose why I've been getting so known. Bitch, I don't fall, can't fabricate my soul. Back it up, she giving that got while I'm smoking on toes. She feeling to be my lover. Feeling bad when I got a dub. I'm the one I know other. Like me, she know that I buy like Kyrie. Got my own swag, never been a hype beast. Never been fake, you know that I like me. Making some noise like a lightning. Walking through this road, all I know. Stacking checks, spending money in this mode, all I know. Ever since I got the bag, getting hot to know, bro. Really giving all I have, all I got is more. Yeah, I'm walking and I'm walking through this road, all I know. Tryna pass me, you can't touch me, little boy, all I know. Wasting no time, some lag, barely on my phone. All my price, diamonds on my neck, wear it over chrome.
Shout out to Young C, man. Thank you for submitting this, man. I feel like you got a dope visual here. Shout out to you for putting together a visual that's really a really clean visual for your video. It really looks clean, and it really gives the song a little bit more life. I think from the first listen, right, the things that's standing out to me is that live visibility. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Anyhow. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure what I'm looking at on the first go ahead is like this. Like on the first verse.
All I know, ever since I got the bag, getting hot to know, bro. Really giving all I have, all I got is more. Yeah, I'm walking and I'm walking.
Right? And then the second verse.
She feeling to be my love.
So the first verse and the second verse, like the effects on your verse on the first verse and the second verse are different. So you actually sound different on the second verse than you do on the first verse. And that kind of threw me for a little while. I'm like, okay, why is the second verse sound different from the first verse? And why don't we have you sounding the same from the first verse and the second verse? I think that's the first thing that could have stood out to me. The second thing that stood out to me is, the song says "Hard to Believe," but there's nothing in the record that really sends home the name of the song. So the hook, to me, there's a hook there, but the hook is not really like, it's not really one of those hooks to me that are really prominent, that really stand out. And I think that's really part of the issue for me, is that I'm listening intently to see how we're going to get this hook to really fold into this song so that the name of the song and everything kind of line up, right? So you want your name of your song to kind of line up with your hook so that everything has this thing that you'll be able to remember, right? So that we have this type of replay value. And I'm not really seeing that. So, for me, what I would probably suggest on this, I would probably suggest being able to put a more prominent hook on this record, and maybe it might be able to do something. You know what I'm saying? I think everything else is pretty solid in terms of the way that the vocal is mixed and the way that the beat is sounding. So I think that's probably the one thing that stands out to me. But, we're going to pay attention, man. We're going to take a listen to that. That's Young C, man. Make sure y'all following Young C Official. And that's his record, Hard to Believe. All right. And now this one is called, what's this one called? This is called The Ones by Night Twins. Let's take a listen to that. Track is gone. So we added that one. All right, we're going to go to the next one, man. It's called Baby Love by Beatz by T9P. Shout out to T9P, man. This beat is called Baby Love. If I had to make any recommendation on this, man, I think you got like a good sound selection going, right? In terms of where everything is going, I think you programmed everything pretty well. I would probably just make the beat start a little bit sooner, right? I think that's probably my only issue with it, is that we take a little bit longer than it should to get to it. I think it's a little bit longer than 4 bars, right? I feel like the beat should drop here. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I don't think maybe she needed to go again because it continues to just do the same thing. So I think you can kind of just get right to it. And guys, remember to put your producer tags on these records, man. You can't put these records out here without producer tags. Those things are very necessary, and now and beyond. And we're gonna have a long conversation about producer and metadata, making sure that producers are adding in their tags, meta tags, and all types of stuff because with this AI stuff, man, things are getting lost in the sauce, and you got to start making sure that you're putting that on your beats, making sure things are being clear. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. I'm gonna jump into another joint in a minute. We got going on here. Okay, TikTok got a restriction on me for some weird reason. Okay, I was playing the video. It said I was doing something as far as like on something in other content. It's weird. Anyhow. Let's see. This one's called Progress by Queen Kosa. Alright, he said he wrote this in about his struggle as an artist.
About these niggas on my dick that get me so hard. Shout out to my man because I know he love me so hard. But days I be waking up wishing that I had no flaws. Got that thing hanging like I went outside with no bra. Cause niggas like to snake you out and I don't need no frost. You can't be too careful cause they cross you up with no cause. Bitches get to tripping about these men, no pause. I'm in competition with myself and ain't no referee. These bitches testing me, don't know I'm really peeping everything. I know the best is yet to come and it's anticipated. Cause if this shit was about the fame I would've been and made it. Stay down, stay woke, stay up, no joke. And if they still glazing, I just tell them niggas don't choke. What you see is what you get, a lot of shit you don't know. This shit be getting heavy, I be going with the flow though. And I was hoping that I could open her door. Yeah, I've been coping with mixed emotions for sure. Yeah, it's like the ocean, I'm nowhere close to the shore. I'm just floating and search for something to restore. Yeah, I remember when I was sleep on the floor with nothing but ambition keeping me warm. If I told you I got you, then my word is yours. Beware cause my love ain't the same as before. Pain is progress, trust the process. Worry ain't nothing to me cause I know that I'm blessed. Gotta be the motto, keep my head up when I'm stressed. I'ma keep it pushing cause I know I'm gon' shine next. My pain is progress, I trust the process. That's just my temperament, gotta get it off my chest. Gotta be the motto, keep my head up when I'm stressed. I'ma keep it pushing cause I know I'm gon' shine next. And that's a matter of fucking fact. Say where you at if you leave, cause it ain't no coming back. I done let a lot of niggas go, I'm immune to that. This ain't no hidden quick, never get it confused with that. I ain't never tripping, baby, I got a tool for that. All that back and forth, I never be in the mood for that. Dealing with the drama, I got too much to lose for that. Crossing out your people, get you put on the news for that. These niggas be so green, I could pay bills with them. What I look like healing them, I don't even deal with them. Fuck, I look like knowing that he cheating and I'm still with him. Unless he came to work on my AC, I cannot chill with him. All I need is God, he take care of me and mine. I don't even want for shit cause I know they gon' hold me down. I'm the best to ever do it, but I'm humble at all times. I continue on my grind, tell them it's gon' be a ride.
Shout out to Queen Kosa, man. Spitting that real shit, boy. Listen, this record got a lot of potential now. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard a lot of folks. Like, the way that you're rapping right now is elite. Okay? Don't let anybody tell you anything different, right? You're rapping pretty elite. You're on the beat. Content hitting heavy. You know what I'm saying? Got the right voice, got the right cadence, got the right pacing, got the right breath control, right? We're doing what we got to do in terms of being able to cut through a lot of the mess, right? So kudos to you being able to get through and doing that. That's true market talent. How can we get this better? How can we get this better, right? I feel like between the tone of her voice and where this beat is at, it's this beat is a little noisy, right? It's dope, but it's a little noisy. So it's incumbent on the producer and the engineer to make sure that her voice is really standing out on this, and that the music is slightly more subdued, right? We have to just kind of make sure that music gives her a little bit more room to breathe, because she's spitting something really dope, and her voice is really the selling point of this thing here, right? You got to make sure that we're making that, we're putting that in the, we got to give it the opportunity to shine, right? So if we're not doing that, then we're going to create a situation for ourselves that doesn't really work the way it needs to. Yo, Richie, what up? So that's my first thing. The second thing is that the hook, right? The hook is decent, but the hook, in my opinion, doesn't stand out because it sounds exactly like the verse, right? So my recommendation is to make sure that we're layering a little bit more on the hook, so that the hook can stand out more than everything else on the rest of the record. And then also, I need the hook to repeat itself somewhere at the end, and possibly in the beginning, right? We may be able to get away with it we're not being in the beginning, but it definitely needs to be repeated again at the end. Progress like
about these niggas on my dick that get me so hard. Shout out to my man because I know he love me so hard. But days I be waking up wishing that I had no flaws. Got that thing hanging like I went outside with no bra. Cause niggas like to take you out and I don't need no frost. You can't be too careful cause they cross you up with no cause. Bitches get to tripping about these men, no pause. I'm in competition with myself and ain't no referee. These bitches testing me, don't know I'm really peeping everything. I know the best is yet to come and it's anticipated. Cause if this shit was about the fame, I would've been and made it. Stay down, stay woke, stay up, no joke. And if they still glazing, I just tell them niggas don't choke. What you see is what you get, a lot of shit you don't know. This shit be getting heavy, I be going with the flow though. And I was hoping that I could open her door. Yeah, I've been coping with mixed emotions for sure. Yeah, it's like the ocean, I'm nowhere close to the shore. I'm just floating and search for something to restore. Yeah, I remember when I was sleep on the floor with nothing but ambition keeping me warm. If I told you I got you, then my word is yours. Beware cause my love ain't the same as before. Pain is progress, trust the process. Worry ain't nothing to me cause I know that I'm blessed. Gotta be the motto, keep my head up when I'm stressed. I'ma keep it pushing cause I know I'm gon' shine next. My pain is progress, I trust the process. That's just my temperament.
So musically, right? Musically, this is the hook right there, right, Richie? The hook is that pain is progress, and it's 4 bars and then it repeats, but it's just not enough to stand out. That's why you don't hear it. But the hook should be on this part of the beat.
With the flow though, and I was hoping that I could open her door. Yeah, I've been coping with mixed emotions for sure. Yeah, it's like the ocean, I'm nowhere close to the shore. I'm just floating and search for something to restore. Yeah, I remember when I was sleep on the floor.
If she put the hook on that part of the beat, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then what happens is take that other part of the beat, because if you notice, this other part of the beat is gives her room to breathe.
You can't be too careful cause they cross you up with no cause. Bitches get to tripping about these men, no pause. I'm in competition with myself and ain't no referee. These bitches testing me, don't know I'm really peeping everything. I know the best is yet to come and it's anticipated. Cause if this shit was about the fame, I would've been and made it.
You see that right there, how it got it's they pulled out a lot of those instruments, and it's a little bit more space. It's still a little bit noisy, but it's more space than the vocal sample. You know what I'm saying? So the vocal sample to me is where that, put that where the hook is at, and then make sure that can stand out in that kind of fashion.
Stay down, stay woke, stay up, no joke. And if they still glazing, I just tell them niggas don't choke. What you see is what you get, a lot of shit you don't know. This shit be getting heavy, I be going with the flow though. And I was hoping that I could open her door. Yeah, I've been coping with mixed emotions for sure. Yeah, it's like the ocean, I'm nowhere close to the shore. I'm just floating and search for something to restore. Yeah, I remember when I was sleep on the floor with nothing but ambition keeping me warm. If I told you I got you, then my word is yours. Beware cause my love ain't the same as before. Pain is progress, trust the process. Worry ain't nothing to me cause I know that I'm blessed. Gotta be the motto, keep my head up when I'm stressed. I'ma keep it pushing cause I know I'm gon' shine next. My pain is progress.
And then also also like, I don't know why she didn't put any ad libs on that. She just let it just run, just one vocal take, like not on a hook, baby. We gotta get the hook to sound like a hook. You know what I mean? Like we can't just have it just like, yo, Paid is probably like, yo, she got the right words and rhythm down, right? Especially based on the context of the song. It's like now we gotta beef it up. We gotta make it, we gotta make it sound like a hook. We gotta double it up. We gotta put some, some ad libs on there. Make this thing do exactly what it needs to do. You know what I mean? But shout out to her, man, because she could rap. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that's kind of missing right now. It's like, we want these ladies that can really rap. You know what I'm saying? So she definitely spitting that thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna start this joint and look out for it. Just to see, what else she got going on, man. Like, it's like really dope, man. Dude, what's going on with that? Richie, what up, man? What you got going on for the weekend, brother? This is Japan by Mondo. Let's take a listen to this.
First in front of the house, bitch, I know the game and I know how it goes. It's like your shit up to me, but I know you be so slow, yeah. Play my music in Japan, I'm around the world. She tell me she did it, I tell her I'm worse. So much I'm coughing, bitch, I need a nurse. Fuck myself over, I feel like I'm a curse. I just wanna make so much money, I'll never worry about anything. I had to go and tinker, you on my team and you picture. I do not give a fuck, bitch, I just fucked your bitch, I'm on Hennessy. 26, bitch, you know Mondo, he gon' pop out on his scene. I feel like was I smoke some concentrate, some motion. I fucked your bitch on video, that shit was okay. I'm finna come trip the nice bitches like it's snow day. I'm changing for the better, bitch, yeah, fuck my always. I'm motivated, show y'all I'm a win. I saw you when you're blowing in the wind. If I pull up and see you when you say you love me, just say again. We can meet up one time, baby, you won't hurt. I wanna dig up our love, it's all in the dirt. Wanna share so many things, I want reverse. It made me who I am, I needed to be heard. It made me speak my mind, and it don't hurt. I'm thinking my rhymes, I shoot just like a bird. It's been so long, I can't tell if she likes to flirt.
You know what it is, man? It's like, again, man, it's like vibe music, man. It's like, it's not, you know what I'm saying? These guys are kind of like, he got the right beat, he got the kind of the right voice, and he kind of got the right melody going. You know what I'm saying? It's just because it's disjointed, and it's not like on the beat, and because it's not, formulated in the right kind of song structure. Like then this is why it misses. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't necessarily land the way that it needs to land. You know what I mean? And yeah, like we gotta, folks gotta really understand, like, the song structure is like it's absolutely necessary. I'm not sure how folks are really doing this without, creating the right song structure for themselves. It kind of creates this thing for me that's kind of weird, But again, I hear the potential in it, and I feel like he has the right type of marketable voice for, as far as that age bracket. You know what I mean? I hear it, like it's there. It's just it just needs to be put into a better structure. You know what I'm saying? So like if I'm sitting in the room with him, I'm like, all right, yo, do what you're doing, but let's get it on the beat. You know what I'm saying? Do what you're doing. Let's get the hook to sound like a real hook. And let's get this thing to really do what it needs to do. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the law. Yeah, I thought I saw something with Miss Gaines doing her thing with her situation. This next thing that I'm about to drop though, on them, no Richie, I'm about to drop this next thing on it, and yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to drop this next thing on them, and Riz, what up? They said how to send out music the right way. How do they know how to send out music the right way? Are they a producer? Like send out music how? Like, you know what I mean? I'll be concerned about that type of stuff. When people be like, how you should send it out? How should you send it out? Oh, how to get grants. All right, that's something different. Folks out here trying to get the free money. Yeah. Let me tell you something. If I was talking to some of my partners about it, if I had known that the United States government basically funds the entire world through nonprofits and grants, if I had known that was the pathway, if I had known, you know what I mean? That's why you gotta have political friends. If I had known that was the pathway, you know what I mean? To pathway, which is to have NGOs, right? Non-government organizations all over the planet with different types of weird initiatives and just tap into the money because they were sending out the money. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. You know, until what's his name started that whole Doge team thing. Like nobody cared. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow, you know. But now that I know, they done close up the books. The bank is closed. Man, it's driving crazy right now, man. I'm listening to this joint called Creep. Riz, what up, man? What's happening with you, man? Yeah, that's not gonna work tonight. Thank you for submitting though, and the shadow. Appreciate you. We need clean recordings, hell. This is direct. You learning these chords? Yeah, I know you've been doing this music theory, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you've been doing this music theory. I've been just working on I have some more material that I want. I have a bunch of material that I want to add into the portal. That's really the first thing. So I'm just trying to finalize some of that. So I've been a little bit out of that, and then on the next side, just some more case studies. I think I want to have some more social media case studies that I want to start to put into the portal, so guys can see, the growth of certain things that I'm working with. You know what I mean? Because some of the stuff that I'm working with is some of it is outside of music, sleep. To be honest, but what I was telling the guys that are part of the premium group, and I called on Tuesday. We were talking about it, and I was asking them. I was telling them basically that the stuff that we would do to promote our music, we would essentially be using to promote any business. You know what I mean? It's like it's really the same process to be able to promote your music, and then also at the same time promote your products. So what I hope for is that once we kind of get this thing completely going exactly the way we want it to go, that it will be like a true resource, like just not to we were talking about music, and we're talking about production, and we're talking about that sort of thing, but I also wanted to make sure that it can be applied to music merchandise and all that other good stuff. So stay tuned, man. You know what I'm saying? And also, we got some new developments. Everything is marketing. And I think that's probably like one of the quintessential lessons from doing so many live streams is that you start to realize that if you're not out here and you're not doing something, you're not getting seen or heard. You know, like that is just the reality of it. If you're not out here, you know, have some sort of normal cadence online, ain't nothing happening. You know what I'm saying? Like they got this algorithm to the point where, you know, they make you believe that people is going viral, but you know, you're only going viral for the most controversial shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going viral for just regular like talent like before. Like you're going viral for like, you know, negative talking head type shit. Especially if you're talking about TikTok. Like TikTok, you got to be negative Nancy, and you got to be talking crazy about either politics. You know, you got to talk crazy about black men or black women and their relationships. If as long as you're doing that, algorithm love you. But you can't be on here talking anything that's positive or whistling Dixie. Them folks don't want to push none of that. You know what I'm saying? If it's regular content, them folks ain't pushing that. You know what I'm saying? Folks want to push everything that just has some sort of controversy. Oh, it got to be about Drake too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It got to be about either Drake and Kendrick. Like, it got to be about that. Drake, Kendrick, right? The hatred for them both, whether you're on opposing sides. So if you're going to talk about music, that's all you can talk about. You got to talk about those things, and then you got to probably talk about the streamers, right? So you got to do the Aiden Ross thing. You got to do a little bit of academics. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to do commentary on the commentary, which is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? But you have to make your content based off of the virality of somebody else's content. You know what I mean? So it's like an ambulance chaser. Like everybody's just trying to trace the trend. You know what I'm saying? But look, that's the science of it. If you find a way to attach your music to the ambulance, that's TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Facebook is a whole different problem. Instagram is something that's, I don't know, it's inherently broken at this point. X is like, I don't know how anything breaks over there. And then on the other side, on YouTube, you know, YouTube kind of is like the only, like the mature person, the mature adult in the room. Shout out Body Bag Half in the building. What up? So, you know, it is what it is. It does what it does. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta just kind of keep playing the game how we gonna play the game. You know what I mean? You got any new music, bro? I'm listening to this joint called Direct by Midwest Sean.
From the plug, I don't deal with middleman. Don't ask me about no bitch, she ain't tell me about her man. I'm always popping my shit, I'm popping my shit cause bitch I can. If we ain't talking paper, I ain't gon' lie, I'm not a fan. Like baby, why you trippin'? Like damn, I'm just one man. I'm tapped in with the real, you faking the best you can. I'm dropping a 10 to 20, I feel like Elton Brand. I'm known to keep it P, but bitch don't force my hand. Little nigga test his luck, now you just another strand. You niggas Wi-Fi, I'm really broadband. Baby said she love me, do you wanna meet the band? They said we lucky, but it all was in the plan. Direct from the plug, I don't deal with middleman. Don't ask me about no bitch, she ain't tell me about her man. I'm always popping my shit, I'm popping my shit cause bitch I can. If we ain't talking paper, I ain't gon' lie, I'm not a fan. Direct from the plug, I don't deal with middleman. Don't ask me about no bitch, she ain't tell me about her man. I'm always popping my shit, I'm popping my shit cause bitch I can. If we ain't talking paper, I ain't gon' lie, I'm not a fan.
You know, like how this is one of those records that you just kind of rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got in the booth and just kind of rapped it out. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying, Riz? It's like, you see what you just said? You said you need a little more energy on them vocals, right? You said like you just kind of got in the booth and just kind of just read that off, like, you know, like it was like, he just read it off. Like, it just wasn't like, it's like, I can't believe you. You know what I mean? Direct from the plug. I got to believe you. Like, you know, you're not saying it with your whole chest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta believe you. You know what I mean? Not saying that you got to yell on it or nothing like that. I just got to believe what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Where's the conviction? You know what I'm saying? Where's the energy? Where's the aura? You know? It is what it is, man. Kaz, what up? It really is what it is, man. Like you can't really make this up. You know what I'm saying? Look, man. Listen, man. I don't know if people are paying attention, man, but you know, it's Drake summer now, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people are not paying attention, it's Drake summer, and you got to pay attention to how these songs are hitting, right? You got to pay attention to how this guy is writing these songs. And how these songs are kind of like, you know, these songs are low key, like, you know, people are finding nuggets in these records now. They're really listening and dissecting these guys' lyrics, which I totally appreciate. You know what I mean? I appreciate the honesty and the candor in his music. You know, and he's just so good at being able to, you know, speak very candidly about what he feels and what he thinks on record. And he just knows how to dress it up with hooks. He knows how to dress it up with double, triple, quadruple entendres. He's really showing guys that he got a lot more skill than people give him credit for. But I say that to say, hey, that impacts the music business overall. So, you know, so a lot of the stuff that we were getting away with, you know, during the mumble era, you're not going to get away with it anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man, you know. So I'm going to need guys to, you know, like, although I feel like this was a decent record, I feel like you need to have a little bit more energy, like how Riz said, you know, you need some energy on this track. You know what I'm saying? Like, you give him some milk or something on it, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's Midwest Sean, man. It's not bad. You know what I'm saying? It just need a little bit more energy on that. Okay, so now somebody I'll drop a song with a Jamaican bad word. I mean, hopefully it's not a bad man song. Let's listen to it. It sounds like yard music.
Yeah, man, a blessing from above.
Let's go.
I'm just a black.
About it, Richie, man, is that to your point, like, because I'm so hip hop heavy, I'm so much more used to the drums really doing something, you know, a lot heavier, but it's really supposed to be bass driven. You know how that goes in terms of, like, you know, reggae and dancehall music. So it's supposed to really be like that, you know. But yo, man, I was looking for a vocal, man. I was looking to hear some dancehall on it, you know what I'm saying? I was waiting to hear something, you know. The beat is all right, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, to your point, I feel like the drum could be a little bit heavier. I feel like the bass line could be a little bit heavier, you know what I mean? But it's cool overall, definitely. Aiden Walker, man, thank you for submitting that. Might Gets Slimed by 313 Ron. 313 Ron, what up?
Yes, Kevo.
You know how we coming around. When I get to that point, you ain't seeing no smiles. I'm quiet as fuck, but be smoking that loud. Niggas can't fuck with us, and I told you that multiple times. They probably still looking for a nigga, 2 chairs, 1 table. I'ma tell them it's nothing to find. I don't wanna use the 5.56, nigga, grab my pistol, push up, get the dump in them nines. I know this bitch need a button, another attachment gon' have niggas ducking and diving. A nigga got hit in the face, he was behind the wheel, woke up and thought he was still driving. On the road, niggas rage bait, intrusive thoughts are tapping on the back of a mind. If we don't got the same blood and we betting, gotta think twice, nigga might get slime. I'm stacking these hundreds like I'm playing Tetris. He think it's a chain, but he wearing a necklace. We hungry for ops, know we spinning for seconds. When we in the booth, he can't fuck up the session. A nigga got hit in his spine and he fell on his face, looking like he touched something electric. I just wanna get to the back, keep rapping. Old niggas always trying to give me a lecture. My phone D&D, but it always be buzzing. I'm holding the trigger, the slot keep on tugging. Forever 19, I'm tatting that shit on my sleeve. Fuck nigga, long live my cousin. I remember days on the game, dudes came in my room asking me what is all that cussing. Now I got hoes trying to fuck, gotta teach him the difference between the fun times and the cuffing. They catch me out and they take me in, I ain't saying nothing. He post up with a chop, but when you see him, he got a handgun. From every flash, he get a flashback of the chop he ran from. I'm stepping with who been here. If you ain't blood, then you a random. I'm the type to whack him, go to his funeral and blow out all his candles. Duck from cameras, I got haters, niggas always trying to get me canceled. Shout out what the fuck, he slide Detroit, but gotta work in Lansing. Up and make him close his eyes, have him hit a move, then just leave him dancing. The 7.62 is a big enough bullet, that shit'll go straight through your head bone. Hear shots through the beats, nigga better get down before we knock off the motherfucking headphones. I've been doing my research, I'm cutting shit up. If you find a body, then the head gone. I was raised in Detroit, you ain't been for this shit, niggas die every day, this a dead zone. You know how we coming around, when I get to that point, you ain't seeing no smiles. I'm quiet as fuck, but we smoking that loud. Niggas can't fuck with us, and I told you that multiple times. They probably still looking for a nigga, 2 chairs, 1 table. I'ma tell them it's nothing to find. I don't wanna use the 5.56, nigga, grab my pistol, push up, get the dump in them nines. I know this bitch need a button, another attachment gon' have niggas ducking and diving. A nigga got hit in the face, he was behind the wheel, woke up and thought he was still driving. On the road, niggas rage bait, intrusive thoughts are tapping on.
Yo, this is one of those joints where the beat needed to drop on it, dog. Like, it's cool. It just needed, the beat needed to drop, man. And then it's kind of got like that, the baby flow. And you know, and that can kind of be like Amigos flow. You know what I mean? So kind of like, you know, it's like it's all cool. You know what I mean? And it's slightly off the beat. It's not slightly. It is off the beat. And that's just why it doesn't land the way it should land. You know what I mean? It's like these guys have gotten accustomed to thinking that you can be offbeat. But that's the difference between the music that goes and the music that kind of like falls to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? Like there's like I don't know if guys ever notice this, right? You'll have an artist that starts to buzz, right? Say for example, and I've been around this for quite some time. And, you know, an artist will come out, the artist will start to buzz a little bit regionally. And they'll be like, yeah, you know, I got my hood running a little bit, because they kind of let you slide with that kind of imperfection, right? But what you'll notice is that records have what I would call ceilings based off of how really good they are, right? So a record that does a little bit decent will get you a little bit of street motion. A record that has a little bit more commercial viability and is put together a little bit better, this might get you on radio, right? Regionally. And then if a record the record that's put together masterfully, you know, good hooks, you know what I'm saying? Good hooks, good cadence, everything on timing, mixed properly, mastered properly, then that kind of opens you up from going regional to national, right? Now, a lot of guys never get past the second stage because they feel that their music is where it needs to be. And there's nobody in the room telling you, like, listen, you know, if maybe you rap more clear, you can go from a regional artist to a more of a national artist, right? Because a lot of what's happening is because we can't understand you, or maybe it's because of the way that you're talking in terms of your in terms of your accent or your tone or whatever you might be using that got you successful locally. It may not be able to translate nationally. And some guys just kind of like this, saying, okay, well, this is my lane, I'm just going to stay here. It's like, hey man, it's like it could work, but it's not something that builds you know, long-term success. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, regional fans are fickle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, why sell to 100,000 when you can sell to 1 million? You know what I mean? So, you know, it's kind of one of those things where people don't really understand that there, you know, there are levels to it. You know, and your music is going to determine, you know, which level you get hit at, and how you decide to improve your music is going to be what makes the difference, you know, between your success being regional local or being a lot more nationwide. But that's a 313 Ron. Might get slimed, you know. For the most part, I think he could rap, you know, and I think that's the first challenge, and at least he can do that. So kudos to him for that. Shout out to you guys, man. It's Friday night. I'm about to wrap this up so that I can jump into some. If I got a little bit of time to myself, so I'm gonna do a little bit of admin work. Shout out to everybody jumping into the live right there, you know what I mean? But I'm about to jump out.
Arkatech Beatz.
Thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we working, man. We working. If y'all haven't already checked out the movie Strength of Love, what y'all thought about the music in that? You know what I'm saying? We worked on that, a little something, you know what I mean? I'm not sure if you guys got a chance to check that out. So, shout out to my homie, that's my brother. And he the one that really got me on that project. Shout out to the man Jeff Baz and Baz Brothers of Films. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jeff, man. And then the reason why I say shout out to him is because for people who don't know about, Jeff Baz and Baz Brothers, man, he's like a one-man army. Like, I truly admire what he's built. Like, he's literally built a film studio by hand. Like, he bought the land and he built that bitch by hand. You know what I mean? So, he's like the epitome of getting it done. You know what I'm saying? And it really tells you that you can do anything if you put your brain to it. You know what I'm saying? So he literally got like 10 acres of land and put all of the structure together so that he could film that movie along with some other places, so some other locations. And he was really helpful in getting Sean some of his first lead roles in the other movie that he did called Making Moves that he did, maybe about 10 years ago. So this is just one of the folks that believe in the brother and see what I saw, you know what I'm saying, and is able to kind of put this stuff out. It should be on Tubi coming soon. I know it's on Prime and it's on and then it'll be going to Tubi really quickly, and then we should be going from there. And then we're just working on the next stuff, man. They got a bunch of new movies coming, new series coming. You gotta just pay attention to see what's happening. Some new production coming. Although it's Drake season, man. It's Drake season, man. So if you notice, everybody's release is getting swallowed right now. Pause. And we tried to warn them. Like, hey, man, you got to get all that stuff out before Drake get back out. Because nobody going to care, but they're not going to care about nothing else but Drake. So, unless he's going to bless you with a verse. And if you notice, he ain't blessing nobody with no verses. So, we're going to see we're going to see where it goes, We're going to see where it goes. This is the game, man, so. I don't blame him either, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, they dragged his ass. They dragged him so bad. They dragged him, dog. They dragged him in a way that I never even understood. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand where the hatred comes from. But, I started to realize that people just don't like you to win. They don't like it. They don't like you to win. And it's just, they don't like you to win. And that's it. They don't like to win, man. They want to see people. They don't like to see people win. And then what the joke is now? It's like the joke is like the way that they was flipped on Drake, you know what I'm saying? Now it was flipped on Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? And now they like, well, he never could do what Drake did, and he's not that good all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? That the GNX album is no good all of a sudden. Like, yo, you guys are really flim-flam type people, man. Like, you guys don't really, like, people really be switching up. Like, yo, how y'all switch up the way y'all switch up? Like, yo, the way y'all switch up is crazy. At least I could say I was consistent in saying, hey, man, that album is not going to age well. I said that from the beginning. I said it doesn't age well. It doesn't have replay value. I've been said it. I said a lot of it is just hype, you know what I'm saying? And I expected it to be better based on the caliber of artists and the access to resources that he has. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like the album that he put out was acceptable based on the resources and based on the moment and based off of the talent that he has. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like that it was acceptable. I feel like these guys just kind of put whatever out, just to kind of catch the moment. But, and even on Drake's side, I feel like it could be slightly better. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that could be slightly better too. I feel like, where I feel like the bars are somewhat top notch. I feel like the overall arching in terms of the music being, really, really, really timeless. I feel like, the records are not there. You know what I'm saying? In my brain, there's a few joints that stand out, but I feel like, the way that I'm used to hearing Drake have some smashes, those are not like necessarily prevalent here. You know what I mean? But again, I think this record is more about messaging. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's really about hits. I think it's about fulfilling the contract to get off of UMG, and I think that the album that's supposed to have like the real slaps is being held for that new deal. Like, once that new deal is done, I feel like that's when he's gonna be like, all right, I got y'all back on my track, just trying to check your temperature. Now we about to cut them all open. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm him, I'm pulling a DMX, and I'm gonna drop another one or another 3 sometime this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna kill him. Like, I'm just gonna drop another 3 on him, like, and make sure that nobody can eat. You know what I'm saying? Because the way y'all try to take away my food, man, I'll make sure none of y'all eat, dog. You know what I'm saying? Y'all made a bad mistake, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let y'all personal feelings get away with y'all business. Y'all got to take more notes like the politicians. I'm saying the politicians never let their personal business roll over. When it do roll over, then you get the chaos. You know what I'm saying? The guys could talk about each other today and then work on legislation tomorrow. You know what I mean? But we're going to see what happens. In any event, man, I'm out of here. Peace, y'all.